Hey guys, welcome. As they would say, welcome. As the title says, says this is the altar reveal. I was at work and my coworker brought me a rock back, and I usually ask people wherever they go, I said, think about me. If you think about me, bring something back, right? Let me wipe this down. And so not everybody does. Not everybody brings something back, but a few people actually do. And when they do, I have created an altar just for those spirits. Let me breathe because a lot might come out. The spirit that thinks about me, that's the spirit that I want to continue to think. You know what I'm saying? To send a prayer up. So let's, because let me pray real quick. Lord, I want to thank you for this time. I want to thank you for this time. The time to share information with my loved ones, friends, family, and beyond. No matter what we go through in life, we know that we can always call on the Most High to satisfy the things that we need. And with that being said, we use the tools that earth, wind, and fire, and water to connect to you. And even though we may not have that all the time, Lord, I ask that you just come and guide my mouth as I speak today regarding the things that you have bestowed upon myself. Yahshua's name. We could talk in Yahshua's name. Ashe. Okay. Yahshua is in place of Jesus. And Ashe is in the place of Amen. Okay. So I will start to replace those things more and more. So if you continue to watch my videos, I will not continue to say Amen. I will say Ashe. And I would refer to Jesus as Yahshua, okay? Or, so forth. So, over the period of time, these altars are years in the making. These are not something that I have a small little thing. These are years of collecting things related to the earth. I have my own personal altar, like when I'm at special places like NASCAR, where I used to work, where a man worked his way up from $0 and became a millionaire. I'll show you some of the things that are on my personal altar versus the things that okay, so let's turn around. Let me just turn it around and show y'all. This might be quick because I was, a lot of times when I be in the car, I be saying the stuff in my head and I don't always go live. But it be here. So let's take a look at this. This is my friend. I say friends and family altar. So I would say the thinking of me altar. Matter of fact, let me go get my rock that my coworker brought, and then I left it in the car. How about that? Now I got to go outside to the car. Someone told me to bring it in. But yeah, to reach your ancestors, you can call it. Hello. You can call it what you want. I'm well. He is so funny. You can call it what you want, but in order to reach your ancestors, you have to reach them spiritually, and that is burning candles and or rocks and crystals, things like that. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Good. All right, okay. So the more you appreciate the earth, because a lot of times we're in the house, we're not outside. So I bring the outside inside. Because once I must say, okay, so some people go to church on Sundays, right? Then you got people who go to church on Saturdays, right? Then you have your Bible study, which is Wednesday. Okay. And that's all the God that people get. They get their God on Sunday, they get their God on their Saturday, and they get their God on their Wednesday. But it says to never cease. It means to never stop praising him, to never stop doing that. So these altars will allow you to praise him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In any day, every day. I'm so energetic inside when I talk about things like this. I don't name my rocks. I don't name them. But again, you intercede, okay? You lay your burdens down, right? We are past going to the church because, again, you are the church. The church is in you, okay? And if I call myself an angel upon earth, I'm supposed to do God's work. I have a purpose. The purpose with the collective being is to assist the cosmos, is to assist in the galactic wars. As Spirit did, let's say, everything that goes on earth is happening in every realm, okay? It's a fight over portals or stargates. That's what it is, okay? So if you have your altars and you want to participate in the spiritual war, because we already fight. I'm not fighting no physical war. I'm not fighting man's war. That's what we have the military for. That's what we have the army for. And that's a made up war. Whoever knows me know that I wanted to go into the Air Force, okay? And I wanted to be in the military because maybe a past life I'm always a fighter, you know what I'm saying? But it came down to me, I'm going to fight a war I'm going to fight a war if I sign up for the military or not, okay? If I sign up for it or not, I'm going to fight a war. So, and I said, and I was okay with not going to the military because I knew my A, B, C, and D, E, F is always planned out. And what's not in the will of the universe or will of God, it will not happen. And I am okay with that. But there's a spiritual war that needs to be fought, and they need help in the physical realm. Like we call on the spirits to help us, they're calling on us to help them. That's why we're chosen. To me, I was placed here. Okay? Everybody's not like me. I was placed on earth to help, to awaken the collective, to help everybody understand. So for just like me, because I'm going to tell a quick story. I'm going to tell a quick story before I reveal the certain things and the purpose of it. Because if you're someone like me and went through certain things as a kid without parenting, my soul cried out. When I got here on earth, and as I was growing up, I was allowed to do certain things without parenting, but my soul inside guided me and told me what and what not to do as a very young age. So, and I listened to Source. I still listen to the spirit and the soul within me, the temple, the church that's within me. Okay. And you could call it Michael Angel, Archangel. You could call him Spirit of Tongues. You can call them let me see how many other spirits. So many. It's many. So they've been guiding me from a child. From a child. To the point where the outside world wasn't processing. Okay, like when you go to a job, they program you to work that job. They tell you, they give you a pamphlet, this is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people follow that program to 100% because they are going to be robotic to that. You know, it's the same thing as when you're born. You have a program already in you. Your purpose is already in you. But if someone overrides that program and teaches you something else, you will forget your purpose on earth. Okay? That wasn't that. And like I said, I always thank God my mom and and dad for raising me the way that they were, and the people for treating me the way that they did, because if not, I would never went in to know all this. You know what I'm saying? To be not of the world is what I mean. To be really not of the world. Which comes down to my altars, where I want to praise the Most High the best way I can every day, all day, as much as possible. Because I have to prep the church, which is me, to take it outside, to let everyone know what, to help them find their purpose, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to, if you know yourself, you know, but if you're searching for an inkling, you know, I'm here to sow little seeds here and there. And this is a way that can help you, or it helps me. You clear negative energy. And it all lines up with the chakras as well. It all lines up with the chakras. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. I just supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, revealing these altars, but you always got to give a story behind it, a little bit, just a little backbone. Okay, so the friends, the gift of people who bring me little things, okay, I intercede on their behalf. Of course, I know personal things about them because they're my friend. Obviously, they giving me something that, you know, and they were willing to bring me something back. And so I just ask the spirits to cover them, cover their families, allow them to reach the heights that they need to reach. And just anything that's on their minds. That's the connection. Because say if they didn't have the connection, that's the thing. Say if someone brought me something back and they didn't have a connection to the Most High, but 9 times out of 10 they did. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure that the connection is deeper. You know, it's like I'm such a giver. Like, you don't have to tell me to pray for you. It's multiple people that come in my mind, that cross my mind, that I haven't seen or that I know, and I automatically go to prayer. It's a lot of pastors. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I know these big churches, they don't know. They don't know the person's name directly. They got so much going on that they can't, you know what I'm saying? It's up to us. It's up to us, the church, you, the temple, to do the work. You know what I'm saying? You see your neighbor upset, you see him, you hug him. You ask them, what's wrong? Can I pray for you? Can I hug you? Can I put the love of Jesus on them? It's like the love of Yahshua. See, they're used to saying Jesus, but that's another story. That's a whole nother story. It's like, I definitely gonna, like I said in the beginning, when I first started reading the Bible, I'm gonna choose the next 40 years to talk about what needs to be talked about. I don't have any choice. You know what I'm saying? What needs to be said is what needs to be said. Okay, so before I show you the altars, let's start. Okay, so you know, another way to reach the ancestors, you can burn candles. Okay, and I put these candles on my altar too. So the ancestors are straight spirits. They're spirits. And through fire, you write on your candle. Let's see what this is. It says, I block all eating disorders. Yeah, I block all eating disorders. What it say? Walk upright. Some warrior ancestors. I said, I want all my ancestors to stand strong and resilient. You say, I block all stress and anxiety and depression. I even put I love you on there. You know, you write your positive affirmations. I don't let negativity come into my aura. I let alone process it. I can't process negativity at all, so I'm able to see it. That's the thing. I'm so pure in my heart, because being light as a feather, that's how your heart has to be to ascend. You can't ascend with hate in your heart. You won't. You will remain on the 3D dense level of earth. This is facts. So you have a 3D human who's heavy, who lies to themselves daily, whose heart is heavy, whose mind is cluttered with all negative thoughts. Okay? Then you have a 4D and a 5D human. You have a 6 and 7. You got people transmuting energy the right way. They listening to the Lord. It's not a biblical thing. It's a I hear you, and this is how you unblock certain things. If you've been in a toxic relationship, or if you've been around a toxic person, when you get away from them, you feel lighter, right? You feel better. You feel like you've dumped a whole lot. You feel, and you can be around some people and they be drained. That's your spirit. That's your soul, because you have energy feeders. You got people feeding off pure light around here because of their darkness. And this is facts. Darkness is attracted to light. Light people, we can be dark if we choose to. The devil, he is a God. He had free will, so he chooses to be the way that he is. That's why he's so angry, because he doesn't want to be good. But the point of the matter is, they need help. The spirit realm needs help. Just how you're calling on God and you're calling on the angels for help. Once you get to a certain level to where he's answered all your prayers, when your cup is overflowed and it never empties out, when your cup is overflowed and it never is empty, I mean, mind, body, soul, it's never a dull day with me. It's never a down day. It hasn't been ever. Even when it was supposed to be when I was a child, it was never. Yeah, it was challenging, but I knocked that out the ballpark. I think I'm one of the Lord's favorites, because every time he gives a test to me, every single time, I get to the other side. But I'm paying homage this way. I say, continue to bless me, continue to challenge me, continue to put me in the lion's den with everybody, so they can see that the light never runs out. And this is the thing. This is another story that came out. So the women in the Bible about the lamps with the oil, right? This is what I mean by people being asleep. God is here. The earth has Revelations is now, right? It's going on now. But people's lamps don't have no oil in it. There's no oil. They're asleep. They don't get it. But we keep coming back to wake everybody. Listen, this is not the way it's supposed to be. Change your ways and come around. Turn around. Lift the veil. My light never burns out. It's never going to burn out. And if your light is dull, I'm going to come around you and I'm going to ruffle feathers. I don't even have to say anything, because my light is so bright. You're going to instantly feel bothered. And then it's just going to reveal who you are, and it is what it is. So by these altars being created, that gives me more power. The angels in heaven are grateful. They are thankful. You can't just go to church and The power of tongues is a beautiful thing. People need to stop playing around with that. There's an angel called the angel of tongues. She's a pure angel. You feel me? And he will visit you and understand that the tongue is just a galactic way of speaking of extraterrestrial being, because they whipped our native tongue out of us. English is not a real, you know what I'm saying, so forth and go on. So again, I did all of that to reveal these altars. Bam. So I'm gonna put my rock. He is my rock. Okay, so we have a rock. Put my rock over here. We're gonna put the rock in the corner right there. Okay, so we're gonna turn it around. Now this is my friend's altar. Okay, I haven't smudged in a while, but I thought this acorn was so big. I'm like, I haven't seen a big acorn like that before. The lady from my job gave me this seashell. This is my boss. I'm not gonna give any names right now. It's straight from a sandy beach, clear water sand. And then when I have these things in my presence, maybe the universe can allow me to actually see some of these things, you know. What they say, Leave the BS in the past. A lady from Coca-Cola gave me this. So this lady from Coca-Cola, this is someone from Hilton, and this, I've never been to Vegas. So when I go, I know I'm going to win $500. That was a gift from a coworker. Now, I keep these feathers. This is a feather that the Spirit allowed me to pick up. Because you want the wind to carry you. I want the wind to carry me, you know. And, of course, you know, we got Obama and Martin Luther. That represents my strength. And to me, I put these little rocks right there because it's the little things that count. It's the little things that count in life. And that is that my mom made me a necklace and it broke. So I keep the bee right there. And one day I might go to Paris. It's a lady at several years back, if you can read it. She gave me this for my birthday. And no one really ever gives me anything for my birthday, but some person who really thinks about me and truly has a place in their heart for me will get me something. Miss Stacy, she got these. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say no names, but my mama, auntie, sister, friend, if y'all know her. These came out the bottom of Myrtle Beach, right here. I've had this for a very long time. This is my brother's. I kept it in my bag. And this is the thing. When you have trinkets, not trinkets, but gifts, and you actually put value to them, gold watches and jewelry, everybody putting value to all these crazy things. It's the little things that have real meaning. Do you understand? Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Ashe, right? That's what it's like. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Whoa, wait, this way is this way. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, that we forgive those who trespass against us. Again, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And of course, we got the little baby acorn. You know, earth, wind, and fire. But this altar right here, this is the big boy. This right here is the big boy. You got to have the oil. You gotta have the oil. Do you understand me? Yes. Now, if I need to bless, I will be able to bless. Do you understand me? Unbeknownst to you all, this jar shall be around for many, many years. There's a lot going on in this jar here. And may the ancestors bless this. So you create your altar the best way you know how. You add the things you want to your altar right here. This is supposed to be over in my friend's altar. What you doing over there? So we're going to switch this because the person who thought of me, who bought this, gave me this, said thought of you. So I'm going to switch that. That's supposed to be over here. She brought that and this. And this is my personal altar. Now I'll put that right there. Look, one day she going to get married. And one day she going to have a baby. So the lady that bought that card over there also gave me this, the no bullshit card. And she painted the faces black. I thought that was really nice. I always keep mom close. Do you understand me? When she passed away, I pulled a piece of her hair out. And I wrapped it in a leaf that I found in the hospital. And then I wrapped it. So this is her area. My sister sent that to me. And there go Fred. Of course, I got a big feather. Rocks upon rocks upon rocks upon rocks. One day she gonna have, what do you call those stones? Do you hear me? Real stones. My first what is it? That I actually went and bought. Like these stones. I actually went and bought this. stones like these, those are the ones you go buy that, you know, are sentimental. But yeah. Oh, okay. So this is also, okay, so we got, I have to do a bigger or another one. I think I'm going to transfer this stuff over to the other altar right there. Matter of fact, let me go and take it out right now. Okay. Now, this one is starting up right here, right? You got to keep the oil. So the pastor, my pastor, Donald Brown, he sent me this a while ago. This has been used up. This is a refill from the oil that's over there. I'm glad I didn't throw it away because it looked like it was 3 mustard seeds at the bottom. So we keeps the oil. Do you understand? And I also purchased this right here. So this altar is in the making right here. Of course, make sure you get your tuners so you can tune your DNA. You know. Where we at? Let me turn. Oh, y'all don't be seeing all of that stuff. How I turn it back around? Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah. I've burned many candles, many of these. This is the last one. I had colors of all the chakras. So once I go live and tell y'all about the chakras, you will really understand more about this candle burning. And I let it burn all night. The big candles take like a week to burn out. Take like a week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to refresh your mind, body, and soul, and your spirit at all times and to create the angels. Because that's when you say, you know, it's a saying, send the angels before you. How you going to call them down to go before you? I've called them down so much and I do the work so much that they are around me right now and I know and I see them. And I send them before me, literally. It's the time of judgment right now. He has given those the power who has listened to him thoroughly throughout, who has walked that straight line. When you're aligned with the universe and you walk in a straight line, you're not hearing nothing else that's not aligned with your purpose and in the universe. You're not listening. Because sometimes it just don't make sense. And people want you to make sense of their nonsense. Like, listen, you got to figure that out yourself. I'm trying to walk in my purpose, especially if you're a whole adult. And listen, they don't even want to listen to your seeds that you're trying to sow. So people are in depth into the program that they've been programmed in school. You have to remember the program that was programmed in you when you was in heaven. Because as soon as you came down to 3D, you forgot everything. And the purpose of you is to continue on this path of life, trying to remember your contract that you chose to do before you even came down here. You think I'm just a product of my mother and my father. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're more than that. You're a complex being who has a purpose for the collective, which is the universe, which is to push it more into a higher frequency. Again, 144,000 is not people. 144,000 is a frequency that you reach by aligning your chakras to ascend into the cosmos, to lift yourself to your spirit will leave your body and it will travel to the cosmos and it'll come back and it'll have information. If you reach 144,000 frequency, if all of that is aligned, you have no choice. Your steps are ordered. Every time I say my steps are ordered. Get your steps in order. Get your chakras in line. You're not just going to do it by going to church. That's what I feel some way because it's not going to happen. You have to do the work every day. Majority of the day, even while you're at working, even while you're working. Do you understand me? I'm in prayer majority of the time. I'm tuning everybody. Thank God my job allows me to keep my podcast on because I'm listening to motivational speeches, inspiration. I'm listening to research. I am putting another program into my brain. I have dumped everything out that has been holding me down and making me dense. I do not like the 3D earth. I didn't like it when I was a kid, and I don't like it now. I love vibrating on that 144 frequency. I did not have it. I came here with it. I came here with it, but the program thought it was going to take me down. But no, I know, buddy. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I passed every single test. I owe the ancestors homage and trust and believe these next 40 years, 100, what does I say? I'm 40 now and I asked for 110. So what, that's 60, 70 more years? These next 70 years is going to be joyful just like the past 40. And more powerful because I know what I'm working with, who I'm working with, how to work with it. And I know myself inside and out. And I know who's and who I am and where the information comes from. So if you are chosen now and you have not started your altars and you know what's going on, that'll help you. If you feel like things are just heavy, like you really just want to lay some spiritual baths, light you a candle, and create something that's going to give homage to the earth that you choose to work in all day. You know what I'm saying? Create peace, enjoy, and harmony within yourself, within your space. Your space is supposed to be blissful at all times. I mean, even in the midst of chaotic things, or it's still, you have to alchemize that energy and bring it back to where there's peace and joy. Do not let anything reflect nothing other than that. And if it does, cut it off. Family, friend, job, because you don't need it. You have to cut things off to let blessings flow through. To do your purpose, you have to cut it off so you can get aligned, whatever it is. Don't sit in no BS. Okay, so my altars will continue to grow, and I pray that I will create a room for it, that I will have a spiritual room where I can sit in and it'll stay locked. I will go in it and I will meditate and I will pray facing north. Right? That's what you're supposed to be, facing north. To get healing. That's how you give your body healing. The spirituals here, you have a cold with it. You don't necessarily need the doctor. This is real. I don't even go to the hospital. I don't get sick. If I do, it's 3 days, and it's like once every 7 years, once every. Well, they threw COVID out there. They made me get sick. They forced me. You feel me? So if it wasn't for these man-made things, I wouldn't get sick. Because negativity makes you sick. Sorrow, depression, anxiety. What did I write on this candle? Block all anxiety, depression. Block it all. Because people will project their misery upon you, and it's not me. I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I have light. I have enough light that I could give to people. And that's the thing, and that's a part of my purpose. Go around, shed your light. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Show him how to fish, but you know what I'm saying? Show him how to fish so you don't have to feed him. That's it. And I'd say what I got to say, and then I'm gone. And then I go back and I recharge. I come back and I recharge. Just like a car, you got to fill it back up with gas. I got to keep the oil on me to have enough oil to give to somebody else. I'm just oiling you up. It's not too many people greasing my wheels around here. I got to grease myself up. That's another thing. Your altars allow you to replenish yourself. Stroke your own ego. You don't need nobody to do it for you. People say, no, because then they'll siphon your energy. You got to know a difference between somebody actually doing, and don't accept no breadcrumbs either. This is a whole nother story. Let me stop. Yeah. So the third altar is up and running, and I'm gonna probably build something. And like God said, I'm gonna make one outside. When I get my property, when I get my land, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's coming around the corner, around the bend. 5 years is around the bend, and 5 years ain't no time, honey. I'll be still just as fresh as I am today, ready to receive it. And it'll be a personal altar outside. God said create it, but create it outside. Yeah. It will be, and it will be outside. I don't want to have to go into a building, because this is what I was going to say right quick, right now. All right, this is how I feel about it. So you have Methodist Church, Baptist Church, Apostolic Church, you got Jehovah's Witness, you got, Kingdom Hall, you got the Muslim like this, right? You got all of these different churches, right? Then you got Zeta, what do you call them? Delta, AKA, you got all of these, right? They're the same. I gotta choose between which church, and then you choose between this one. None of these like none of these. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way it's supposed to be. Y'all keep believing it. Not saying y'all, but whoever you know it is, whoever's not awakened yet, you cannot be hateful against nobody. The heart needs to be light as a feather. The mind needs to be open. You have to love everybody. But only if they do you wrong do you have the power to cast judgment. Only if the Most High has given you, because karma, it is what it is. But if they keep messing with you, trust me, I've been in the position, if they keep... You have it. Okay? You are the church. Create something in your house, whatever it is, a sacred space. It doesn't have to be nothing like mine. It doesn't have to be as big as mine. You feel me? Some people have little miniature little slots where they create little things. It's basically, you just representing earth, wind, fire, and water. That's it. Something that will hold the elements that you can take to the Most High and say thank you. I say thank you to him for the past, present, and future blessings unbeknownst to me. I know who carried me through certain things because no one else was there. Never left my side. And still hasn't. To the point where I feel like I'm him. I'm so close to source. Again, you can be anointed by man all day long. But to be anointed in the spirit and in the flesh, and to be anointed in the spiritual realm, and to have certain titles in the spiritual realms, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. Unbeknownst to me, because I don't feel the power I don't feel it. Ain't nobody else showing me they got the power. It's not about likes. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's the real deal. It's the real deal. And like the Messiah is gonna look just like me and you. That's how he looks. I don't know what you think he gonna get to see a picture of. Yeah. The goal is to replenish your DNA any means necessary. And you know what you got to do. It's more people than me that's talking about this. So do what you got to do. Create your altar. Don't create your altar. Those are mine. If you want to send me something, send me something so I can put on my altar. If you go somewhere like, yo, you thought of Latrice. And you send me, I want some sand. I'm going to start collecting sand and dirt. From a little levels, and I think that's so cool because I love earth. I'm a tree hugger. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many women out here hugging trees. That's from the ghetto. That's from these streets. But I know I've overcome so many things. And I will testify. I'm going to put it all on the line. I'm going to put it all on the line. Any day now, I'm going to put it all on the line. But it's going to take time. And when those things come, more stuff is going to come. And I'll tell you all about it. In the meantime, stay prayed up. And I mean prayed up. Clear out the junk to make room for your purpose, to make room for your seeds to be sown, to make room for the real deal. Because come November, hey, talking about it's a war, it's all below, I already know I'm going to have to be around to keep people calm. You got to be like, yo, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shit. I'm always calm. In the midst of the storm, you gotta stay calm. Got to stay calm. So that's that. I got that off my chest. Thank the Lord. I ain't got to talk about that. But yeah. More to come. Blessings be to all. And again, I don't even think I went for like, you get it. But some people have the program that they programmed with. It's up to you to reprogram yourself. And that means you got to shred a lot of files, man. You got to just shred the files, bro. And then you got to ask some questions about it. You got to go and sit with the stuff. You know, that's how you age gracefully. When you miss like 10 years of your life and things was happening, you go back and you sit with those feelings. You sit with those thoughts. You sit with those ideas and you sort them through. People sort out so many other things for other people's business, but won't sort out your life. You got to sort it out. You got to get rid of the stuff that's not going to benefit you, that's not going to help you move forward or ascend. You have to ascend. You are not the flesh. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience, which are just made up of energy and water. And the electrons that's going through your brain, it's not just one side. Again, it's multiple sides. And if you're really, really smart and intelligent, you will tap in. Tap in. And use all the muscles thoroughly. It might hurt a little bit, but that's the challenging part. You ain't gonna die. You is not gonna die if you think a little bit harder. Process it. You'll get it. You'll get it. Trust me. He's not going to talk to you in paperwork. He is a spirit. They are spirits. It's not going to come in the form where you can see it. It will, but you won't see the synchronicity. It comes in synchronicities. And you won't understand your synchronicities if you're not tapped in. Okay? And everybody's made differently. In his image, though. So your gifts may not be my gifts. This is another, let me say this. All right, so when he give you a gift, right, and it's a story, right, he gave the man the gift. He multiplied the gift, and he gave him more gifts. But the other dude, he didn't do nothing with the gifts, and he got his gift taken. He gave it back to God. He got his gift taken and gave it to somebody else. So that's where I'm at right now. I got so many gifts. I got so many talents. I got so many because never did I take advantage of any gift that he gave me, and never was I selfish with anyone. I shared it amongst many. Now, what they chose to do with the energy that I gave to them was up to them and their karma, but I know I did what I was supposed to do. And it has come back to me tenfold. So nowadays is the time of Aquarius, the time of karma. Trust and believe it will come. Everything will come to the light. So if you out here hurting folk, talking about folk, trust and believe. Those thoughts gonna come haunt you. Because your mind is your temple. And the things that you say reflect your mind. So if it doesn't go to that person, where's it gonna come back right back to you. I don't know how to talk bad about people. You know what I'm saying? So create light, create love, create positivity. Keep your mind empty of junk. Keep your heart empty. If it's negative, say something positive. Say your affirmations. Okay, I'm going to say this one last thing and then I'm going to get off. I did it. Try looking in the mirror. Okay? And don't blink. Look at yourself and don't blink. And look in the back of your eyes. Look in the eyes. It's dark in there. But you'll be able to see, like, it's something moving. Like, you can move your spirit that's inside of you and your eyes don't have to move. That's how you know you're more than what you are. Honey, tap in. Tap in. And, yep. That's it. Tap in. I hope y'all enjoyed my view of my altars. Hope I gave somebody some good information. Don't forget the oil. God bless myself when I have certain ceremonies to the Lord. Because that's, you know what I'm saying? You have to create this. You have to know. Tell him you love him all the time, baby. I love him. I love Mother Earth. I love the angels and the ancestors. Praise them without ceasing. at the parties, at the club, anytime, ask anybody, whatever I'm doing, the Lord there with me. Yeah, let's get it. I'm not ashamed. If you are ashamed and embarrassed to talk about the Most High anywhere you are, you're not truly connected, because this is not the time. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Right? And that's why I think people taking life for joke and for granted. I want 70 graceful more years on this earth, and I'm going to do any and everything to keep my stuff ordered, to keep my steps ordered, and to keep my heart light as a feather, and to keep my mind clear and focused on what needs to be focused on. Any means necessary. And if people get in the way again, cut them off. Cut them off. All right. Hope y'all like my video. Bye.